Manchester United and Shebi Arsenal ehye baako ewo Premier League. Ken me nipa baako a se yebo match a na ewie a de obewini no. The first thing is to acknowledge the winner. Enra game e call so ewo Old Trafford no. Arsenal na winning game no. Mejitum say Arsenal enya the best of game no aye course no. Arsenal enya omude. Arsenal entimi an dominate e say the enim Arsenal no. Nemum Arsenal timi manage say at the end of the 90 minutes obenya 3 maximum points. A league na yebo. Every 3 points be a very important. So person compete e Premier League e course wo England. Ye ma 3 points be entwemu nko. Enti enfa ho ne kwan a obefa so win sa 3 points no. So enra enfa ho se Arsenal omo suffer ye. Arsenal entimi an dominate Manchester United no. At the end of the 90 minutes, the oje 3 points no ye Arsenal. And every good team biano. Se o pese ultimate dominate with domestic competition, o pese obo at the highest level. And your match biana obe dominate, your match bi wo ube wini, ba obe use the ugly way. Sorry to say now they wini. Enti enra de di kan, ma member Arsenal for na baso. Se omuko Old Trafford, e was sa pressure we mu. Se omu entimi an dominate no. Omo manage yes so mutimi nya 3 points no. The first thing is to acknowledge Arsenal. Can you ball game nyina wie no? Manchester United fans, no majority of them, not only happy with the performance of Manchester United. And yes, Manchester United, elusu, and how many aji derby. Sa o kano kra league na ekos wo England no. Your clubs ni bi wo ho a in terms of collective play. Omo performance no obeka so omo osoro say Manchester United. Currently, sa o for Manchester City, o for Liverpool, o for Arsenal. Na o say o ye fair. Only ahead of Arsenal team, a Manchester United team no. It is a Manchester United ekoshia Arsenal. Na Manchester United individual performance no me better than Arsenal. Manchester United collective play no me better than Arsenal. Manchester United tactically no me better than Arsenal. Manchester for any imagine the majority of our supporters so many agini nyina no say almost say nyoma ba ko mienu miensa bi ka ho a ebetima mo ma compete. So Manchester for no many agino enra performance no a good sign. Omo say omo toto omo nyoma ye na performance no omo di bika ho a Manchester United betima performing. That's the reason why a Manchester United fans no section of them omani age. By Ken, good performance alone ain't be my own compete at the highest level. Manchester United anyone perform very well. By some performance na interest Manchester United betima compete. So Manchester United betima compete our Premier League this season again. To me, on be here nyoma miensa. The kind aye consistency. And no Manchester United lose ye by performance no. E twamfoni di akere say na Manchester United beto aso dia and Manchester United be yade. So for Manchester United so betima compete our English Premier League this season no. And what's Manchester United very consistent with their performance. The quality of performance are a better to no and a bit of Manchester United team do some pempens. Last season, your matches be Manchester United performed very well. Almost supporters nearly no more did you say better so by matches and no massa could go on when massy. So what take teams are dominating Premier League now, teams are only very consistent with performance and results. And to Manchester City na nkasa dominating Premier League no e ya check your performance on be dominating on be very consistent with results na beba no. Liverpool a Premier League the same thing, Chelsea the same thing, including Manchester United name. Manchester United at the time I know more dominating Premier League no me very consistent with our performance and results. And the general performance no alone and to be Manchester United then compete at the highest level e how consistently on bet massa performance na to so. The second thing, a level of understanding the be improve. Enra ken sa o hwade a Kunya, Embuemu, Sesko Bemu, Bruno Fernandes, Amad Diallo Bemu no. Who say there's a certain level of pattern of play. Who say omo bobo pa, bomu do the final third. Understand the nanke wo say wo ho, Emma sa final third structure no, very solid now say understanding you. Because omo mbo mo ho nche, afi na omo nyina ebebo omo ho. It is a Manchester United betima sa compete game a understanding na umubenya e wo mu team nim ebe very key. Without understanding unya poor structure. And the teams almost are dominated leagues in England. And teams are more proper understanding on the field. And it's a watch a Kunya, Mbuomu, and Sesku. Now imagine say or Matthew Mwase, Bruno Fernandes, Amadi Aluminati Mwase, who say Ombet performing. So Manchester United will need understanding and tactical dominance. Diana Ruben Amorim the Manchester United team are tactically obey media beating the opponents. Strategy by no obey you saw the beating the opponents. Actions by a be was a coach in use to be and was some use can in terms of individual quality. Obedient to me can't Manchester United any individual quality. Uyi omo first level den omo sha see free wa. Hwemo omo free bench by Amad Diallo, Ugarte, Sesku, Harry Maguire. Even Pokrano, Lisandro Martinez were injury. Mazraoui were injury. And in terms of individual materials, see my friend is Manchester United. It will be by the account a consistency, understanding, and a tactical dominance. And to Manchester United, and run science near positive year, Nemum, Ombe Yasa and Yomawi, and they are competing. Wolves at Nefie and Manchester City by 4-0. Last season, Nyoma Nkoye and from Manchester City in the Premier League. Almost also third. This season, Manchester City person almost dominated Premier League. And some betima dominate here, and was almost see and almost see against Wolves almost share 4. Ken, your ball game in area, you know. Player will be a bonabaso, a Tiani Reinders. Okay, say Manchester City sign no. Omobo FIFA Club World Cup no. Menu di abranti we come office. And I am de say, nipa dodo na enhu the performance of Tiani Reinders. Ken, obi a ohwe Italian Serie A, obi ohwe AC Milan bia no. Tiani Reinders performance na enye nwanwa. On some most nansen nipa dodo na end time follow Italian Serie A. Enti the performance of Tiani Reinders ne be ye nwanwa kakra. Bobi bi onima brantie we wo AC Milan Italian Serie A no. De oye ne na no against Wolves ne enye nwanwa. Adia na ehun be hia ne yese obetimi adapt wo Premier League ni mu ntem. Because Premier League ne bo edne. Enti sa uko sign player free other league with the bar who expect say obetimi adapt quickly. Enya de ebo Tiani Reinders by inequality. Nano against Wolves. Pep Guardiola decided so about Tiani Reinders, Bernardo Silva and Nico Gonzalez won finfin. O Tiani Reinders e wo pretty as a mezela. Obi oye mezela or ye half winger and or ye half midfielder. Sa player and the balance at the that side of the field no. Enti nano against Wolves o Tiani Reinders e bo as a mezela. By kid, Shabrant any performance. How was he Manchester City in a build-up? How was me boy you to me open space and provide a passing option around opponent in the penalty box? The ball carrying ability. How was me holding ball no and making sure so when you see the physicality and the amount that chip passes out the final 10. And again, in terms of creativity and a goal scoring, and now certain your type floating around opponent in the box no or to me goals and no creativity. And the game no not Tiani Reinders. I'm a go as I assist. Me hope so better was our performance we are so. Or you one player personally, now over Manchester City, na mujidi so betimi a flourish. And the first game, Tiani Reinders and Guni Hunma say, obey a star and the talking point of Manchester City set up in him. Chelsea etnefie goalless against Crystal Palace. And your results by a majority of Chelsea fans, you know, not Chelsea fans don't want any, including me. Now we will do the match in by Chelsea be finding a way to win. Can there be a meguswa same way say see a bomb matcher? See a targeting be say or your favorite and no interest automatically. Sati ni ko wini. Say o your favorite say o advantage ahead of opponents. But no interest say chinchina wo kwa kwose. Going into the game, not Chelsea na your favorite. That's the reason why na majority take Chelsea so be winning. By game ne chance no, the opponents Crystal Palace finding a way to stop Chelsea. Emma Chelsea stop fire. Oliver Glasner and the Crystal Palace. And Emma Chelsea stop fire. Minjina baby ada nkoka se Chelsea team nenye. Minjina baby ada nkoka se Chelsea bobo ko no enkoyi. Nemum opponent na Chelsea ne boy no. Eto ni nyoma yi. So the first thing I need to do is to acknowledge Oliver Glasner and a Crystal Palace. The kind of performance are omodema at Chelsea. Crystal Palace equals Stamford Bridge. Crystal Palace ni se on timi nko biem. Any Chelsea nkobo. Crystal Palace ni se on timi nko dominate possession. Enti e was almost finding a proper way to stop Chelsea team no. And so we check Chelsea lineup on the chance here. Se Chelsea bobo no obo Kukureya, obo Caicedo, Obo Enzo Fernandez, Pedro Neto, Gatins, Kopama, Mone, Joao Pedro Ma. Game plan is clear. Eye Gatins and a Pedro Neto and a bear the withholders. Ye can be so you be a withholder. Eye player or Tajinan Tentenowa or expand the opponent over the wide area. Ye from withholders. And tonight ye Gatins the Pedro Neto and a bear the withholders at Yama Chelsea. Chelsea in attacking transition. And as Chelsea in possession. Kukureya moving fin. Abeka Kopama, Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo say, Omubenya numbers are media dominating from the midfield, and they are creating chances nina. So Chelsea game plan on Mudiko game nina a clear. By baby, would you Oliver Glasner? Ordinary flowers, ordinary credits, Ebema Crystal Palace near say. Baby at Chelsea at home they were, and how best to put Chelsea. Dear Crystal Palace near Oliver Glasner yen yes second. Omu yusu a 5-sided geometry block. Semi breaking it down no be at no wasia. See a cassette team be use a 5-sided geometry blocker. A team or defend ya without the ball. Or make sure say obenya 5 side. Now I say 5 angles. And anytime be an Crystal Palace in crabo ni bian uba 3 players or more anymore. E better eze. Mateta and Asa. Or mobile drop deep. Sa 3 players no ebe closely lane say Joshua a champion. Saloba and Rhys James ain't mean located Chelsea midfielders no. Ain't umbe block Chelsea midfielders no. Defenders need view from locating the midfielders. Then again, Abrati a friend say, Aye Hughes. Ebe make sure that time you obey Jina Kopama so. Then Richard ebe Jina Kukureya so. Then Magay ebe close down Enzo Fernandez. So every single player, our Chelsea bobo koni no. Un say Crystal Palace for no a close you down. And to Chelsea for no a players no ain't me and that freedom to open up a Crystal Palace bobo kono. And to tell you that 5-sided geometry block no na a year Juma de Crystal Palace bobo kono. Na time you mu defend ya omu ye very solid and compact. Na ye difficult for Chelsea to open up. And to Kino wants a Chelsea about 71%, 71.5% of ball possession. Can one in Chelsea passes on my mind? Chelsea ma 568 passes. By Busa won't say. Sa passes no etimi create enough chances in my Chelsea and I know. Chelsea nya 19 attempt to score and we 3 penalty on target by Shadiwi. Chelsea will pass bebre no. Players of 9 car ball. Chaloba the 9 car ball 117 times. Chaloba or the defender. Jonya the 9 car ball kesu otosu mienu e Joshua Champion 108 or the defender. Do otosu miensa the 9 car ball e Rhys James defender 95. Do otosu 4 and the 9 car ball Chelsea e Caicedo 85 or your defensive midfielder. And to ball now Chelsea dominating possession no. Omobo wachiri. Okay. Unim say Dilap ebe mu 9 car ball 10. Kopama 9 car ball 48. Gatins can 28. Joao Pedro can 9 car ball 23. And to ball name called the opponent half. So Obeka say Chelsea team Obeka say yes. Omo performance name nisro. By Crystal Palace no. Crystal Palace no ken. Na omo performance na
so many big games
ebo.
Crystal Palace there.
And few chances I buy no. Okay, obi to say Andre Santos chance and anka was so Pedro Neto the Dilap the so na e was so so you know a big one in the match. So na me no ka say you know. Pini Zahavi offer Benjamin Pavard the Barcelona.
Benjamin Pavard.
Ediama Barcelona. Okay. Leicester City so rejected 26.7 million pounds from Sunderland Abdul Fattah Isahaku 26.7 million. Almost omonje. Ana Nicolas Jackson Lukaku prana we prano. Mete sena wo ye story bi. Omo de Nicolas Jackson aka options na ho for Napoli.
Check it clear na brana.
Ken na mamen toaso. Mamen ko basa na me free homra. Share over the years. Dear ama La Liga no amount for interest to the be na omutiatia break referees decisions and in yema na esiwa La Liga ni. Last year every single game went under scrutiny. Barca, Madrid, we see me. To the extent say if we league no La Liga Referees Association they had to cancel in Yamani Bebre Omu go group no as also reconstituted the group. One of the measures and I know that kind of say referees near money din tam your body din 24 hours your kobobo. knowing say some problems that you face or La Liga ni mu nyina no everything you're done we're going to have a proper La Liga season na La Liga for the sayable dear course weekend Barca Mallorca no Amanfo are not talking about the game again we are back to referee's incident yanko baby didn't kind the decision to appoint Luis Monera, I think it was absolutely wrong. Monera, last year, no Barca, Madrid versus Osasuna. Oko show red card Edma Jude Bellingham said Jude Bellingham didn't attempt. Madrid for the casa or your Barca ni, Emma Madrid for no konifie ko yi pictures ni videos Eddie Barca Messi tare ni fie ho mewa.
Yeah, the pictures.
Emma wa accusing ni money bebre. To the extent they say, Papa na fe kra de, no are you frustrated? Each money jina nchen. And almost sounds so cast or I clear all allegations. So this is a manner your body ding abatabasa home. If you want to start on a clean note, nobody basta game and come on train kakra. But what in command we didn't say. Now, Obiani ni basta name Madrid mun come on facing China. Let's have a proper conversation. And you want to cause no. One. Go na hafinya share no. Masha bono anko. It was a clean goal.
Born a semi natural line.
Exactly.
But Osha, you were seeing the game again.
Can't somebody by my ya. Me mom said, me Mr. Kind of chaha. It was a clean goal.
Okay. Antra line.
Antra line. Because born say, Mrana say, as a whole circumference in the extra line. And a born na masha angles ni bebree. Anko and a lami yama yi born ni pie. So Mallorca for any case and was situation way. Second goal for Ferran Torres goal. Now watch this. Mpiano referee ni trimuposo obedi born di ama Barcelona. But the reaction ni near maybe ebe mama for link say akwano nusuban oyese obedi born di ama Barca. Now, me person me ni wodi nkomo yi pa. Ke to benya picture stamp de ma wona. First incident hwade. Se benya pictures na. Okay. Ken wadaroma, watch this. 22 seconds, sorry, 22 minutes, 56 seconds. And a ball no call ball real and a ball and him not off from. Pacho, check a minute. Head injury. Imran says so obi top from one. It's sanity, a bit near coming in some runner said, Gina game no. This be a Gina game no. It's a ball anymore top form no. Mallorca planning a signal to referee say, I won't anymore one top form. Stop the game no. Tio. 22 minutes 56 seconds. Next one. Referee nehu into Shadi Obabe. Next one. And no there ben share no. So Obeba ben. Where is 22 minutes 57 seconds? It's just 1 second after boy in top for or there ben share no. So Obeba ben. Incidents me boa. So who television say Obeba ben. Satan no boni be di Ferran Torres walk crowd.
Okay.
No born different, and yes, and they didn't want to say, but the share man, it is a lie. It's born in be different Torresho. Born a benison and no over Barbie, my born uncle. Born a tornets, no, not a 23 minutes, 2 seconds. So that's like about 6 to 7 seconds in between. Born share you anyway, ya Benny the Fina.
Yes, I'll stop again.
Listen, sir, and some now better one thing say, auto from around the board nation, it is a lie, it is a liar. I mean, how to describe because I'm giving you the evidence about 6 to 7 seconds. I been it Chiana no sa or the baby or she gave no sa na go Nicoshe. What I say, it's a what year? Honestly, Ebian any trims over the born the Amabaso, but the Suban in the Ebino, and actually, sir. But in the whole, I think say Barcelona were Barcelona, just that my disappointment and say now was some commission for the brave. But Barcelona decided say almost slow game down. Good one. You better back Madrid the NHL. Ken. Dear Tosubio, Manchester United game. Ruben Amorim the 4th game as Manchester United coach on Arsenal the boy. Sometimes no I say Leicester, no I say Everton. Now attention or Ruben Amorim so ye pa. In that game, omo born in December. Now who are that go and watch that game? United played very well. Man, you lose 2-0. 2 goals ni nyina a set pieces and the goals ni by. In fact, sa game no Arsenal enya corners mako 13 ye bop corner nko. Arsenal the 2 corner kicks na ball no ye be ball Thomas Taipate no akompia goalkeeper no akohye ne kon echi na ohekel ne sa na ball na akohye. Ye re na Ruben Amorim say of you Manchester United ball the difference was set pieces. This is Ruben Amorim. I think it was about 4th of December last year. Okay. Throughout the season, teams are complaining at the Premiership for say, Arsenal set pieces, no corners, no more bono. Almost foul referees, almost foul goalkeepers. There has been complaints that clubs na diako. Into before the league, referees no call club to club. I can catch them say yeah, but corner. Yeah, but free kick a heckling be a bekoso. Our boxing will be a foul.
Bruno Fernandes, your Manchester United captain, after the game, I know because Omushio.
Hello, crack.
Ebeka answer. I know what say Omedu pictures referees and change of.
Me that's say Wakas Hassan. Call club to club explaining the new rules say heckles because clubs now be complaints say Arsenal for dey no mo ye no. E no mo foul goalkeepers no. Go last year, some catch us Pate Miami Nia Pate or no one a cost start one question goalkeeper in chain. Now some more heckle na kakra. I farmer bra. Into this season. Arsenal assistant routine says so many now go ekyire. O hear television no so a. Ne ye ba no mu nyina ba inti. E be to say o mu ngina penalty box mu no makwa heckle. But the reality was that enra de na see no one. Goalkeeper atabe in the wanyade. Sakwan oda wo post mu a esesa we scary wo pie ye kane no nti e ya no mo hwek smiker mo ne ade no kra wo ye play wo slow because the penalty box no say sa area ho kekre bi na wo nanim na ya wo goalkeeper nankasa area no you need to be scary there because player be do rough referee no knows that it is your area but on one kasa oda post no why memreme nti they targeted him. Watch this. In as much as I would want to say, goalkeeper na nyade, Arsenal for foul goalkeeper no. And I'll give you evidence. Maybe I'll watch your television. This is Saliba clearly holding Atabe in the Nensa. Nensa no dey den. Be in the page Nensa so or the Nensa na block ball no. And now Saliba, what don't say can just say what's distracting the position of where Atabe in that want to punch the ball. Clear foul. This is clear foul, and I'm wondering why referees in a far for now knowing very well some so na modern ramba say hecklings be because to be amber na ma free when ya hwedi and try. Second one, Ken. Ade ba ko san so kire ma dwen so kakra ne say Manchester played very well. Na Kunya ani mbuemu a kire say wonya EPL experience because also adaptation is easy. Because Premiership they know ins and outs. They know how difficult it is. Send you running into spaces and you're feeling the coach they know. Name this is why my problem is 65 minutes inside the game. It is quite obvious to say Sa in Buemona Ojina Hono, Bonnie Bedinwa Obo, Kunya as a number 9 or drop it deep ebe Bobo Nibi. Na Messi Mount also was playing well. Na Manchester United Elake said one could do any more born it. I felt to say the substitution of Benjamin Sesko was absolutely wrong decision from the coach. Sesko already meba preseason one year papa bia o.
Yeah, we need preseason. But I'm a preseason game be man.
Okay.
Yeah. You do baby mo say Sesko ne Magua. And the pekana to anymore.
Say e boss na ewiemu ball. Won say my point and say Kamede Sesko kra beba last 5 minutes. Because I felt a sad time no. Now was say Bruno Fernandes ekwa enim ho bi. Na ekwa Bruno Kunya and Mbuemo. No the Kobe menu ebe gina fifo no controlling na because clearly na enim ho omo hia obi a onim ball no say na esi kaka ball no eto net ho. No Benjamin Sesko because by here say 20 something minutes no boy na can ball just 7 times so. Just 7. And you say na form so clearly ball no ankasa no. And Onya adapt say very well. When the jokers here, I felt to say Arsenal so some rush boy no. Ono so we nya proper preseason. Arsenal are just rushing the ball. And no mama boy no for dinner terms are and also I don't understand. Chelsea Crystal Palace. Okay. Get say. Crystal Palace Saturday me catch Chelsea. Interviewer me say ya. Me yam shame eh there na slots e kan after Community Shield game no and I say 2-2 no ma bono na ni age. And so lose game no say oh game na need 2-2 na ni age ne say last year we bought Crystal Palace o mentimi an share 2 goals in for the defense na dey. Supporters they here no pa but check here there na. Opeso chase Crystal Palace for when they sit and they say they want to defend. Massa.
How big games?
Hey.
Crystal Palace.
Oh, I'm there say intimi no bonus. Now we see this is where the whole issue is. Chelsea for first phase of build up coach no on Feniagro. Say goalkeeper ball no the ball na man the defenders. Na defenders na the ball ni man midfielders. And I must say first phase of build up. Into Chelsea first phase of build up on 3-2. 3-2 near 3 defenders, 2 midfielders. Into Debia no first phase don't pass the ball no. Into time will be answer Chelsea first phase of build up. Na obi a fit a Levi Cowell. And the same fifi. Because pass the ball no well. International Levi Cowell pride coach no tell some kind. Also be affecting the build up into penifone ko for bimra na the closest player wait me aye the Levi Cowell tossing na darabia yo ono so pass well kakra person he was not part of the game. Intina clearly it was going to affect Chelsea's build up and yen can be a solution say Chelsea for nyai say omoye sa first phase of build up no carry ball no enko fast enu anymore but coach na insist say pass the ball, let's have our proper phase. It's a name you Josh Echampon did very well on Make Mateta out of the game. Nemo Saboni kuta Josh. Umuya ya starting game no nan passes na SS rough. Nenyo no because I felt to say Josh Echampon no or struggle with build up no. Ray James ni senior players Chaloba one so the ball to check it's clearly Sir Crystal Palace for the press room the Chelsea first phase. Me, that was the first problem because we went to carry ball now when one time. It is a Chelsea face difficulties in their first build up. Kopama who game no so. And until they game no, I'm for Crassi Joao Pedro and Moboni. We see they all played. But born exactly.
But on board and so much as on located Kopama because Kopama now grow Waji Club World Cup in your friends Conference League. Senior Manka ever having.
Season
because we got 9 months so shopping play go.
Since January.
Since January. We see January more. Now more born share go one penalty.
Open play.
Some located because when you born
you see Chelsea, how do they locate Kopama? By building up. And see, if they get their build up wrong, they cannot locate him. Inti again there but nessa
Crystal Palace obe you obi adi
me ba cho say free kick na there obi a chi ase Chelsea sisi obi a me say
in Spain and Kaya Kase pa
they say emra no clear say
be na ekoso obi nsa a obekai say so obi nsa I go keep a che boy so nsa you say no wanyere no keep na anyere no
oh they were there for no I say say mpacho also ma make asa kakra de tie ne say enkane no na ye to walla na player ba kwa ko she mfinfin no opimpia the FIFA says that thing hard thing dia hina na avanya man you mudi enti say na enti the fact say am for ba kwa anya adwuma je say me for ba kwa anya adwuma emra ne say 1 meter rule free kick ni si wa enti kembe ba cho gina ha pause mame before free kick ni back ka ojina wa before free kick ni back na bibia ye perfect too but se magay e pushi ne ho na o trasa 1 meter between the wall and the next okay
because we jawa over chechim demum the partner was too much or your fix with people on that you soon na you say ya pimobi nigi ana nesa sen kan kran bi ka jo champion ka media ono na ye pem na ye je pana ye je you know o check o pim jo bia ana we pim fio
asebo
church for mo
kiram oh yeah Roy King story bi na me de link it to the Manchester United game. Roy Keane say Manchester United supporters no. It looks like say omu nim team no mu di achi no.
More.
Na supporters no any aje after losing a game against Arsenal. Roy Keane is a legend of Manchester United. Obo Manchester United Jim Kuruwa Edema Boko no. He played for Manchester United for more than 10 years. Until clearly. So such a person like Manchester United as someone. Onim team na or can ho asem no. Uye no ni free one man. If you've known Manchester United, on kai she crampo under the era of Sir Alex Ferguson. Now we success is a Manchester United choke here. Our performance at Manchester United dynasty at the point. Manchester United was the only club senior Pep Guardiola. Now it's the Premier League now in the Premier League era. This is the club we are talking about. When your success is baby. It is always na enne United be lose game. Na Manchester United support any budget. So we lose 1-0 name wa bobola on a Roy Keane be yadene. But the Biameka say issue be Biaken at a second. There were two sides. The Manchester United supporter is happy because when we improvement over the Manchester United play, that is why the supporters are happy. And not necessarily the loss to Arsenal, Derby. But Manchester United no won the last season. How poor na Manchester United performance next year? Any baller United in Bono. Any you here in the first game of the Premier League. Not to do na adwene almost Manchester United they see last season no. And no be na say Barbie no. And no na Manchester United support and any age. Can last season Manchester United ne Arsenal share 3 times. 3 times in the Barca. Na game week 14 in the English Premier League. And na kwaku kan ho asem no. Manchester United lose 2-0. All lose 2-0 no in terms of ball possession. Na 50-50. But a lot of chances in the game. And then maybe here we game nim no. Arsenal na yes anema. From there, almost share our FA Cup. FA Cup no Manchester United had the penalties. Eddie Arsenal bobo ko ni free. Kin oyi Arsenal left him on penalties no. In terms of ball possession, Arsenal ball 70% and Manchester United ball 30. Say your chances creation. Say your shots on target. I give you a game nim bia no peti mo yeah. Na your Arsenal bobo ko no. From there, the second meeting our league nim almost time to share in week 28 say make kind year pa. Sa game nim so yeah 1-1. Arsenal about 68% of ball possession. Manchester United ball 32. It is all Manchester United last season on the Arsenal meetings. Any ball on boy now already Manchester United boy for the first time since Manchester United share Arsenal 8-2 in 2011 Ken. Manchester United share Arsenal about 20 plus shots in a single game in C.
Almost shots more than 20.
More than 20 plus.
The last one about 20, almost say 8.
Against Arsenal. Almost Arsenal 8-2. Since then, on share Arsenal 8 more 20 plus shots in a single game. It will Premier League. These are the things that Manchester United supporters never more money aje. And yes, Abia will lose it to Arsenal. Aside I was happy with the play of the Manchester United team.
Okay.
Any certain individual performances. Now we'll come at delete us. For the first time, me will delete and nipa woni mu gidie wo Ajax no. E Manchester United. The kind of performance or dynasty for United and now. We are only free one more. Look at the performance of Casemiro. How he controlled the game for Manchester United and now. Say na Casemiro wait me aba. Me nya sure say United supporter be sorry. Say Manchester United in compare Carlos Baleba.
Okay, you also improve ana.
Ken
Ogachi say the ba say o me Casemiro na o me suade.
Aye.
That's why Casemiro no but difference be any man.
Casemiro is even better than Ugarte.
Na mo ko ton be.
Ken say him so wait me aba be ye. And oba him fire. It's the performance of Casemiro and it was very good. We are only free one more. Me Bruno Fernandes are only other partners to help him in the game. So all Manchester United last season. United a bubble. Now Obi stop Bruno. There is no creative spark. Now Manchester United team in Finadum. But for Manchester United, so also Bruno Fernandes, what Mason Mount was creating. He was playing well for Manchester United. We are only free one more. Look at the performance of Cunha. Cunha fab ball, take ons, dribbles, passes. I didn't be a game Musa attack a bit in the area. He was doing it. With the exception of scoring. It is a Ora Sanyama way to see what game. Look at the performance of Ahmad coming from the bench. There was a lot of improvement in the Manchester United play. And none of them United support any adje. and yes, we will lose against Arsenal. Until we can only be hopeful. The performance that to us to say then I believe the Manchester United this season will be one home day because after winning United performance and Manchester United was robbed. Who you goalkeeper need be free one man. Saliba tackle or the Kokunia, it was a clear penalty. This ball.
No penalty.
Clear penalty. Referee ignore it. Almost is saying. And these are the signs. I'm a Manchester United supporters and yes, I will lose against Arsenal. The guys did well. And they have to continue with this kind of performance. Ken, Manchester City in Wolves. I was impressed with the performance of one player.
Okay.
Nico Gonzalez.
Nico, yeah.
Yes. Say Doba. Sabrina be ball from Manchester City because ABS a Rodri ni ono mo a. Ye be pro bi obetimi aginem. No why that adwuma no dey Manchester City bobo ko no a. Enye joke. Because of the standard of Rodri. Player by last season and the performance they up and down. This season, the first game of the season, he was one of the best players for Manchester City, if not the best player. And now, at the defensive midfielder betting me games when it comes to tackles. No, I had the Manchester City bobo ko no. Tackle bi oko he had a 100% record. Of course. Yes. Obo ni nyina wie no. Osanso the goal kan. And the goal ba bo mu a. Aside that, Tijani Renders is a new player in the English league. But at least Nico Gonzalez last season, eba midway through abebo kaka. It's the new players na attention e wo mo so ye head your mate me aba. Ground duels or call for 11 or we need 10. This is the kind of player we are talking about. Aside Ojibo ni we are, the distribution was also super. Why defensive jobs and every Ojibo no call anymore. He had the most touches in the game. 98 touches. It will game anymore. When it comes to passing accuracy, about 78 passes or completing 72.
They're going left and right and economy. Because it's a passes in the area.
Can passes in the economy. And one misplaced here, that is the most important thing.
To Boma keep on going, I know count.
Many shots have been for that, no more pass. It's for me, I think that the performance, to stand in for Manchester City in the absence of Rodri was super good for a Manchester City Bobo.
Round of games, met me, I can say, players are more impressive. 2 Ghanaian players, we have Kunya performance, and they beat me. Kunya and Shego, performance number she. Mohamed Kudus and Translation. Performance. Waiting media talk. Waiting media to 2 BR.
Oh yes.
Our performance this week. Our Premier League. Semenyo
the
Semenyo crowd and the 9-11 was and Tijani Renders. I think it's a player about who is still respecting family still. Holland because never now we I say a normal. On this Holland they say we should 50 grand normal.
Yeah, I normal.
Okay. And I went bien and Mbemo kakra.
The latest name.
But 2 Ghanaians, Semenyo and Kudus. We 10 players enough. Even 5 for Christ's own count. 5
but Semenyo the top 3.
Kudus top 5.
Semenyo cry no week in Mokra me meet me aka with the man.
I was a good
me pacho Richarlison na share Burnley. Burnley the joint with all due respect for someone to go to Anfield. For someone to go to Anfield, face this racism and near me too, no. What crowd the first goal ni from? Your second goal baby or far ball ni the free. Masa, media come your play be obeti me na to play of the weekend. Maybe the man no. EPL there.
Yeah.
Masa performance na dey show.
Yeah, can David Raya so performance.
Yeah.
Mame any